Hello there, it's Lee. How's everybody? I just wanted to do a video about the bravery of souls that come here and how truly amazing we are to actually having chosen to have undergone and undergo, and are undergoing this incredible experience that we have up until now, and further on we go. Basically, souls that have a desire for memory and a keen mind and heart to search the ancient mysteries and this reality, what we are, where we're going, where we're from. And when we do this, we come to see that yes, we are indeed sparks that came out of the mind and the heart of the divine God, or choose what name you will, children of the universe, coming out from the great center of light in order to experience things. We come from perfection in order to return to perfection. Innately, we already are perfect in everything, but we are in these worlds for experience. And although a given lifetime can seem arduous and difficult, or horribly stressful, or very evil, very bad, a lot of bad things happening, but when we examine the soul, the nature, and where we're coming from, we see that it's just a long succession of lifetimes leading up back into the desire for us to return to the home. And this can take as long as it takes, basically, and it's not to say it's precisely this amount of years necessarily, or it's weighed by time. We are in the now, from the now. So I just want to commemorate and give thanks and praise for all of reality and to you. And I guess it's easy to say that we are indeed all one, but under the illusion of separateness, separate nature, which is fine because it's a lonely universe if we were just one thing and did nothing, and stagnant and all that kind of thing. So it's actually colorful and appropriate for us to undergo and to be like this. So to know that deeply and truly, to know that, to uncover that for yourself, not just necessarily to take somebody's word for it. I myself am not such a wise man, but I do indeed like to quote many of those who are wiser than I am, and to quote the Buddha, to say, don't take my word for it, find out for yourself whether or not it's true. But when we can, I guess, harness our higher mind and our deeper soul, our better memory, our higher wisdom and understanding, we realize we are here because we did choose it, and we are here as a consequence of what we have volunteered to fall into. A lot of us often can think about how close we are to the divine, and then also how far away we can sometimes seem like. So like simultaneous nature. To see, oh well, God is way up there and out there and far away, and I'm here and I'm suffering, please Lord help me, and all this kind of stuff. But really, it's also inside. The God is inside, simultaneously merged with us, and we are a soul spark from that reality. We are that essence, we are that nature. We are the divine itself, spread out and scattered for experiencing things. We are God, we are one, all of us, in these little individual egos out playing our little trips. And when we know that, then we can kind of take a step back and concentrate on the impermanence of our given life, our given situation. And I know that it's so hard. I have been under difficult things and a lot of stress and depression thinking about all these things. But finally, to open the mind and to say, yes, all of it is so. And this, even a person who has no spirituality at all understands that they're going to die. The impermanence of our situation here. And it is experience. It is a notch on the belt. It is a story to tell, a glorious tale, or a battle of woe, and all. But all of these things, and we incorporate all of them. We are all of them, and we take all of them, and we share all of them. And that truly is an amazing thing. And I just wanted to say how extremely brave we are to come here and undergo this. People can say, talking about fallen angels and whatnot, well, we're not really fallen in the sense of we once were something great and now we're nothing, we're crap or whatever, we're just lost to our nature and it's irretrievable. But no, like, it's about the return. Any message of any real prophet or any real awakened soul, Jesus, Buddha, whoever, is going to say it's about returning to what was already there. Reharnessing of innate powers that are already there. When you are done your training, you will be like the Master, Jesus said, for example. We are all innately perfect. We are all Buddhas from the very beginning. And this is true. This is very true. And to come here and to undergo this by choice, by saying, if you search any esoteric teachings, any depth wisdom teachings, Eastern or Western or Northern or Southern, you're going to find the same things. I've been found the same conclusions, the same revelations, the same angelic messages. The depth, the deeper stuff, always will say this. And we are soul travelers, soul sparks who just said, well, let's fall like rain into this planet and then permeate it with life, with soul, with experience, and let's do this thing, as they say, let's do this. And it's exactly what we have done and are doing right now. It is an eternal dance, if you want to look at it that way. Going to the source and going away and taking millions or billions of years on these billion-year trips, these amazing billion-year trips. We have eternity to do all this thing. So, we are extremely brave. Even those who are in maybe a heavenly state or an aloof state, even the angelic state, could look down and pity us, sure, for our foolishness, for our violence, for our pride or our ego, for our self-doubt, for the harm we do to ourselves and to the harm that we do to others. But really, a harm against the self is a harm done to anybody is a harm done to the self, and a harm done to the self is a harm done to others, and we can really understand that. But we are not in a place where we are meant to be stuck forever, and this is just an amazing self-awareness that will relate to us that we are indeed perfect and divine and just undergoing these things. And extremely brave. I've been reading and thinking and meditating about a lot of things, and the conclusions that I've come to and discovered and messages from others have said the same thing, that we came into here as volunteers to enjoy this experience and to suffer too. But the suffering also is to reappreciate perfection. Because if everything was perfect every day, let's just say we never had to have any stress, there's no work to do, everything was just lavish and easy. And yes, sometimes a soul needs that. Perhaps. We all need breaks. I can speak for myself, and I'm sure I'm speaking for some of you, that after a life we need a heaven, we need just to rest. Oh my gosh, just let me chill out, no violence, no this, no that. To take a break for a bit. Maybe that's it. Depending on karma, depending on the individual soul's needs and wants. Maybe we take a little break like that. But to stay like that forever and ever and ever and ever, well, I would have rather imagined that we want to appreciate everything and go into these worlds and experience again. It's like someone that did something they used to enjoy, like taking big long walks, or to quote Bilbo Baggins from Lord of the Rings, mountains. I want to see mountains again, Gandalf. There's a need, a requirement for adventure and to do something, rather than just have everything perfect all the time. So by deliberate choice, we go into these worlds to experience, and we are brave as heaven and brave as hell to do so. We can really pat ourselves on the back. It's actually quite amazing. You are much more braver than you think. Incredibly. Some of you maybe even know that, and we just humbly but you are incredibly more brave than you think. And ridiculously so. Ridiculously so. I'll come into this planet, I'll eat, I'll shit, I'll live, I'll die, rinse, repeat, over and over until my soul starts to go, what am I doing here? Where am I? What is this? Next lifetime, getting this desire out, getting that desire out, and then, oh gosh, what am I? I want to really know, I want to go back, I want to understand. What is this place? And that's why the rapid enlightenment on this planet is happening right now. Because a lot of souls are at that point. Our soul development, our soul evolution has come to the point where, okay, what's next? Maybe we want space travel, maybe we want higher awareness. 3D has become 4D into 5D up to the 7th and 9th, etc. So this multi-awareness level that we're trying to look for. And those who are here who want it, we are the harbingers, we are the ones propagating and pushing this agenda of love and light, of goodness, the hippie souls, the Buddhas and the Christs, the Mother Teresas, the Joan of Arcs even, all the heroes pushing the agenda, trying to do the right cause of justice and love and respect and awareness, and this great moment of revelation and ascension. And others are not ready for that. And so when they say, some will go to heaven, some will be cast back down to hell, but those going to hell, whatever karma they may need, eventually maybe they too will want to spark up and awake. So let's think about that. So I just want to say how incredibly brave you are, how amazing you are, how truly brave So it's almost like we're almost kind of like kamikaze pilots, down to this world and experience death and disaster, but also beauty and glory and romance and amazing things. And those moments of divine perfection, friendship, family, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. And with all that experience in our souls, to leave here with all that, think about that. Think about multiple lifetimes of accumulated experiences, and to graduate from this planet and go, oh my gosh, and to have the huge appreciation of everything. This planet is incredible. This planet teaches us. This planet is a microcosm, not a macrocosm, but in and of itself it could be seen a macrocosm depending on the point of view. But really, it's just a microplanet compared to the whole size of the totality of the universe, right? This is a tiny pea of a pod or a fingernail. And yet, it is incredible, showing us everything. This one planet, I've been reading and I've been told that was a wonderful, I don't want to say experiment, it's a bad word, meaning, oh, anything can happen. But there's deliberation, there's caretaking. But, I mean, it was an idea for us to try out and look how brave and amazing we are. And we are immortal and can't die. The body will die, yes, but our soul isn't not trapped here forever and ever. And the experience we've gotten, and just say, wow, what an incredible trip. What an amazing life and lives that I have had. Say that to yourself, whoever you are. You are incredible. You are amazing. You are brave as shit. You are amazing and brave to be here, to undergo this. Gosh, we are quite something actually. We are equal to every entity in the universe. And all of us are incredible and equally important. I just think we're brave at this point, those who chose to come here. And there are others in the universe just as brave doing the same things. But we are, speaking for this home planet, Terra Gaia, we are incredibly brave. Pat yourself on the back for that. You are amazing. You are really amazing. No matter how hurt or worried or suffering you might be, or how happy you are, or whatever, you are amazing and brave. And that's what I wanted to say today. I'm very proud of you, like my other video I just did, but this one's a bit longer. Very proud of you. You are so brave. I'm proud to know you. Take care, my friend. Cheers.